Hey everyone, I'm Trisha Swenson with Vail Daily Live, and we are live here at the base of Vail Mountain in Vail Village. We're going to let you know what's happening for your Friday and the weekend. We'll give you details on terrain. We'll also give you details on fun things to do this weekend off the slopes, and we'll let you know about National Play Monopoly Day. VDL starts now.
Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Live.
We are VDL.
VDL. We are VDL.
Good morning. We are Vail Daily Live. I'm your host here in the studio, Ashley LaFleur. We're very excited to have you joining us on this beautiful Friday morning. And we have a lot to talk about on the show today. First of all, we are going to be getting ready for Thanksgiving with some gratitude gifts over at Squash Blossom. I'm very excited about this segment. We're also going to be taking a look at Tyler's picks for goggle technology for the upcoming season. Well, the season's already here, so for this season. And then we're also going to be celebrating National Play Monopoly Day in true fashion. Look at this. Were you aware that we have our very own Vail Monopoly? Yeah, we're going to get all the details on Monopoly today. So very excited about this show. Also, I just look at my beautiful little desk setup. These are flowers that were for Meredith's premiere the other night that I did not get to go to, nor was I invited to, Meredith. Anyway, but so excited. She's always involved in really cool things, so very pumped about that. And then also, I mean, there's so much going on. For instance, I was just I found this beautiful glossy little number on my desk this morning, and it's the new winter edition of the Vail Valley magazine, and you can find this in all of the newsstands all over the valley. And just kind of flipping through, I was so excited, just telling Emma, I was like, I feel like I'm finally a local here in Vail. I've been here for 5 years, but I recognize like half the people in this magazine, so that made me really happy. And one of the people that I recognize, look at this is Bill Ray and his dog Powder at their beautiful home in Lake Creek. But you can learn more about Bill Ray. He's part of the Ray Claggett Gallery that you can find over at the Riverwalk in Edwards. And my goodness, the history of this man and just the gallery, they're so incredibly cool. So if you want to learn a little bit more about one of our favorite locals, Bill Ray, pick up your winter edition of the Vail Valley magazine. It's absolutely gorgeous. Great read to maybe sit down with your coffee and just kind of kick back and relax with this weekend. But let's send things out to my girl Trisha, and let's just talk a little bit about what she's seeing out there first thing this morning. Because Trisha, listen, I was so prepared for it to be super cold this morning, and I walked out and I was like, I was going to start my car and get it going first, and I walked out my front door and I was like, oh, it was 37 degrees in Eagle, and I was like, it's so warm outside compared to yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Ken Hovey was out doing the show yesterday morning, and it was in the teens. I think it was 60 degrees when we started the show, 19 degrees when we ended the show. I was just seeing his breath, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he looks so cold. And same thing, I thought maybe it'd be chilly today, but I think that cloud cover, we have just a high level of clouds above us right now, and that almost acts like an insulating layer. When I was driving into Vail, it was about 34 degrees. So it's not too bad out here right now, and there's really no wind that I can tell right now either. So it's just kind of a quiet start to the morning, but an overcast day. But did you happen to see the moon last night?
You know what? I see the moon. Yes, I did, because you saw me last night. I was working until after the sun went down, and then driving home. Yes, I did. I walked out and I noticed it. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, and then there was like a lunar eclipse. Like I had the news on before I went to bed, and they're like, "Oh, the lunar eclipse, and this is gonna happen till like 3:45, and all this different stuff." I didn't get to see it. I didn't stay up for it, but yeah. So there was a lunar event last
Yes.
evening.
Yes.
So
And
kind of cool. But I
someone,
think our cloud cover.
Oh, I was just going to
Cloud
say
cover.
someone named Trisha Swinson was also emailing me details about the beaver moon, which I thought was cool that
The
you dug
next
that
full
up.
moon. Yeah, yeah. So the next full moon. I never knew they had all these names.
Yeah, I
Like
didn't either.
the blue moon and the harvest moon,
And then there's like the
everything like
worm
that. I'd heard of
moon
the harvest.
too. Yeah.
Well,
And also first thing this morning, Trisha, we have a couple chatters. So Megan saying, "Good morning, everybody." Good morning, Megan. We're so glad that you're joining us. And then also Lawrence is saying, "Good morning from Coral Gables, Florida, and enjoying my Vail Mountain coffee. See you in a few weeks." Oh, Lawrence, that's awesome. So excited. When are you coming out? Are you coming out for the holidays? You're just coming out to ski? I'm so curious what you guys are going to be up to. But love our crew talking to us first thing in the morning. I mean, not that I could talk to you all day, but it's nice to have a little chatter,
yeah,
you know?
we have no trouble chatting it up.
No, we always go
Yeah,
over because we talk too much.
yeah.
Well, Trisha, I'm excited to kind of get into today. Emma and I we're talking about like the national days, which it is National Play Monopoly Day. But can I also just tell you, I was doing a little like further digging. Today is not only National Play Monopoly Day, but it's also National Toilet Day. Isn't that weird? I'm sorry, it's
Okay, what does that mean?
World Toilet Day. I know, right? All I can think of that like why this is appropriate for Vail is Lord Gore, which Gore Creek is named after, and
Yeah.
the Gore Mountain Range. The only thing I can think of when it comes to World Toilet Day is that Lord Gore, in his eccentricities, which he was super eccentric, right? But he traveled with a fur-lined toilet in the late 1800s, along with like a brass bed. But like, could you imagine though, like the hygiene in the late 1800s and requiring
Yeah.
a fur-lined, ew. Anyway, so World
Yeah.
Toilet Day, happy World Toilet Day, and also
And it
World,
reminds me, maybe I need a clean mind. Okay. That,
yeah,
yeah, I'll
yeah,
go
maybe
straight
that's,
home and get
yeah,
out the scrub brush and comb
yeah.
it.
I'm sure my parents
Internet?
are horrified watching this, the fact that I'm talking about toilets first thing in the morning. You're welcome.
video.
Yeah, keep it classy. Thank you, Emma. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, Mom and Dad. All right. Well, hey, Rachel's saying, love me some VDL in the morning. Rachel,
First day off.
this is Rachel's first day off, like since we started.
Yeah.
Rachel, why are you up right now? What are you doing? Go back to bed. Take some rest, girl. Also, Diane says, good morning. Good morning, Ashley and Trisha, making some coffee. Trying to wake up. Same, Diane.
Oh,
Thank you, Vail
awesome.
Mountain Coffee and Tea. And then Megan, Lord Gore sounds like a diva for real, right? Like, could you, like in the 1800s being like, oh no, I travel with a brass bed and a fur-lined toilet. It's essential for my hunting expeditions. Yeah, he was a total diva. I have more history on that later. All right. Trisha, listen, you look gorgeous out there. I'm very excited to get into some of these headlines and also some of the details about, National Play Monopoly Day. So we're gonna let you go, and I'm excited to see where you end up next. But this cloud cover is just looking gorgeous, like with her hat and like her scare outfit, looking so pretty out there, Trisha. Okay, so we are gonna take a quick break. Before we do, though, obviously you found the chat box. If you haven't yet, if you're watching us on YouTube or on Facebook, throw a line in there. Let us know what you're up to. Where you're waking up. We'd love to know where you're watching from, and then also, your thoughts on World Toilet Day. And make sure to hit that like button on Facebook so you don't miss out on anything. Subscribe on YouTube. But we're on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, Spotify. We're also going to be coming up on Outside TV Channel 17 here in the Vail Valley. So we're very excited about that partnership, and we'll give you more details as we get closer to that launching. But right now, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have a first look at what's going on with your traffic, with your headlines, and then also we do have some weather. We have some snow in the forecast. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hashtag Vail Live for your chance to be featured on Vail Daily Live.
This weather report is brought to you by Betteridge Fine Jewelry and Watches, with exceptional service since 1897, located at Solaris Plaza.
Thank you so much to Betteridge for this first look at your local weather forecast. So today, it's like Trish and I were just talking about this. It's a lot warmer than we were expecting that it was going to be, and maybe we should send things out to. Should we send things out to Trisha? You got it, Emma? My camera's chirping is the only thing, so we might lose me here in a second. We're gonna keep going with it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna keep going with it. Right. So look, it's warmer than we thought, but we do have some snow and some cooler temperatures on the way for tomorrow. So the way that I like to get all of my winter forecasts is going to opensnow.com, just because, Joel Gratz and his team actually have dedicated people like for specific areas in the mountains. So it's a lot more accurate than anything else that I've found out there. So opensnow.com, cannot say enough good things about them. And we are partnering with them, and they're amazing. So check them out. So listen, cooler temperatures, maybe a couple inches of snow for tomorrow. So what's happening is from sunrise to sunset tomorrow, we have this system that's going to be kind of clipping the northern portion of the state. And so what Joel is saying is that we could be seeing maybe about 1 to 4 inches, and that the storm track and the wind direction really isn't ideal for Vail. However, if it combines in the right way, we could see, the upper portion of that forecast. So we could maybe see about 4 inches tomorrow. And then as we get into Sunday and Monday, it's going to be dry and sunny. But you can see, I love this shot so much. So you can see the Gore Range, named after Lord Gore, Mr. Traveling with a Fur-Lined Toilet Seat, in the background there. And then you can also see up there on the right-hand side, the top of Golden Peak is starting to get nice and covered. And then you can kind of see back toward, even further on Vail Mountain. That's kind of the upper portion of the mountain that's open right now. And then, of course, easy breezy traffic conditions out there first thing this morning. So looking good, Vail, let me tell you. Okay, so we should probably also talk about why Trisha and I are awake this early, and it's all thanks to Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. Thank you so much to all of them and their hard work to making delicious products that keep us caffeinated. Emma's drinking it right now. I spilled some of it on my sleeve earlier, got it out. Thank you to the water and the facilities here this morning. But if you haven't tried their tea, though, they not only have delicious coffee, but they also have a lot of loose leaf tea options. And, looking on nationaltoday.com, it's also like World Carbonated Drink Day or something like that. National Carbonated Beverage with Caffeine Day, of course. Thank you, nationaltoday.com. But I used to have a really disgusting habit of drinking Diet Coke as my caffeine in the morning. It was like a thing. I loved it. But the only thing that helped me to break that habit was getting into loose leaf teas. So if you head on over to Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, maybe you have the same type of habit going on and you want to try something a little bit different that's delicious and like full body. It's different than what you get out of a tea bag, right? So stop on in. They have their 2 locations, the roastery over in Minturn, and then also their location in Beaver Creek, right between the 2 escalators, right before you make your way up onto the mountain. And their products are absolutely delicious. Now let's move into our headlines for the day. I love that the magic of lights is back, and that's what's on the front cover of today's paper. So you can see Bodie Banker, he's 3, and Fisher Seifert is 2, and they're strolling through the magic of lights holding their hot drinks on Thursday in Vail. There was a little preview last night, and so tonight is the first night that is open to the public all the way through January 2nd. It's over at Ford Park, and our own Meredith got a little preview that we're going to show you a little bit later on in the show, so you can kind of feel like you're there. But make sure to get your tickets, because you know that they are going to sell out. It's going to be so popular. All right, so also the Shred Act clears the jump. So Michael Bennett led an effort to see more ski area fees go toward the national forest. And so the budget awaits a debate and kind of a full Senate after passing out of the committee. So that's very interesting. If you want to kind of dive into that, that's on page A3. Now, talking about some shredding and also some street cred. I thought this is a really interesting story on the as we open up the local and regional first page. It's all about Speak Up, Reach Out, and they're going to be auctioning off some limited edition Eric Harlan skateboard decks. So this is really cool, and the auction, I believe, is open only until noon today. So make sure that you bid on those boards. They have a really, really great purpose behind them, so you can learn more about that and Speak Up, Reach Out in today's paper. And then as we keep on flipping, it looks like we'll still see some off-highway vehicle, legal vehicles on Wildwood Road. So that's exciting, of course, because you can see that little guy on his motorbike there in the top photo. So you can learn more about that kind of access. And then our girl Michaela, look at this. We were just talking about how she, was kind of not feeling so great. She had a back injury, and here she is. She's eyeing the World Cup record in Finland because she is planning on racing this weekend. So if you want to learn more about our local girl and how she's competing, you can check that out today. And then, of course, my favorite thing about Fridays is Trisha's weekend picks, because if you're looking for things to do with your entire family, and let me just tell you that she works so tirelessly on this section, right? Like, she wants to have something for everybody. And so whether you want to do a little something inside or outside, something that's delicious, she has it all packed in there. So check out those weekend picks. And of course, you can log on to vaildaily.com and do a little flip through in the e-edition if you are not local, to be able to pick one of those up. Okay, so let's also, before we kind of head into our next commercial break, check in with what's happening with the roads out there. So we saw a little bit earlier with that first shot of our weather that things are really running pretty smoothly along I-70 this morning. I have to say, I think the biggest traffic impact that you might come across today is wildlife. They are on the move almost every single morning that I have been driving into work, and almost every night that I've been coming home. I have seen at least one or two deer and several of them crossing the road. So just keep those eyes peeled, especially around dawn and dusk, because they are moving. So you can see there, though, that even in Dow Junction, we've got that morning commute happening, but things are really just kind of smooth and dry on the roads out there this morning. So that is like what's happening with the traffic. We are going to take another quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about one of Trisha's picks for tonight that I think you'll be interested in. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Nap Harvest is your marketplace for locally sourced products like seasonal organic produce, meats, cheeses, eggs, milk, freshly delivered breads, flowers, and gifts. Thanksgiving is here, so let Nap Harvest provide you with harvest decor, ingredients, meal planning and prep, and special touches for your holiday feast. Nap Harvest, your indoor farmers market, open 7 days a week in Eagle Ranch.
Bright Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
This weather in Mountain Report is brought to you by Liv Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley brokerage professionals today to help you live the life you love.
Yep, loving that life first thing this morning. And you can see my beautiful living room set. This is kind of what it's going to look like on Sunday and Monday. Today, a lot more cloudy and a little bit warmer than what we saw yesterday. And I thought maybe, is Trisha outside right now? Emma, can you see? Let's send things out to Trisha outside in the elements. Oh, Trisha, that's a pretty shot right there. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, you know what? We thought on our way to Gondola 1, we'd take a little detour and come over to the International Bridge and the pedestrian bridge. And it just is a great way to kind of start your morning. You could get your coffee and maybe sit along the rocks or some of the benches and just soak it in. Just the sound of the ripples of the water. And that's the thing, many people think, oh, do your creeks and rivers freeze here? And they really don't. I grew up in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Ken Hovey and I were joking that I learned to ice skate basically on a frozen river. But our creeks, our rivers, they don't really ever freeze because they're always some kind of motion. Now, towards the edges, I did see a couple of birds hanging out, getting some water, and they were standing on just a little patch of ice, very, very thin ice. But that's what we have down here on Gore Creek today.
That's a really good point. I never really thought about the fact that they don't really ever freeze. They're beautiful and they do get snow covered, like the rocks get snow covered. And obviously, not today. So for our weather today, Trisha, so I can see the birds like dive bombing you behind you. And then also it looks really cloudy, but also really good for like selfie weather. My gosh, like the lighting here is so pretty.
Well, and you know what? And I told cameraman Blake, I said, oh, we can shoot east because we don't have to worry about the sun rising and being backlit. So yeah, this is a great time to take selfies or whatever you need to do. And we were kind of noticing they have some lighting that's going to be maybe doing some lighting effects under the bridge. They're going to be doing the Festival of Lights, with the Town of Vail Art and Public Places. They're doing something with lanterns this year, and really large-scale lanterns. In fact, through November 15th, they were asking for a call for entries, and they were even going to give you a stipend to work with as far as creating your big, large lantern creations. So we'll have that to look forward to. I think on December 20th is when that will be available, probably right along the International Bridge. And then I love when they do the ice sculptures too, just behind me, kind of in front of Mountain Standard and El Segundo, on that area between the pathway and then the creek. They do some amazing ice sculptures and they're illuminated as well. So not only do we have that to look forward to, but Magica Lights just kicked off last night.
I mean, Trisha knows everything, right? Like, come on. I know you're amazing. I love working with you because I find out about all these things firsthand. And so, just really quickly, a big thank you to Liv Sotheby's for that look at our local weather forecast. Cloudy, perfect selfie weather, and also gorgeous river views out there first thing this morning. Okay, now Trisha, one of your picks that I was reading about in the paper earlier this morning is Mountain Revelations over at the Vail Performing Arts Center tonight. So why is this one of your picks?
Well, you know what? It just that stoke of getting ready for the season, and I know that season has begun. We still need to open up Beaver Creek, but Vail is open. But the movies in the fall, getting you ready, getting you excited, and so Teton Gravity Research been around for a long time. They've been making movies for quite some time, but this one has a little bit of a different twist. So Jerry Jones, who we've seen in several of the movies, pro snowboarder, he's teaming up with two others who come from very different backgrounds. One grew up in Miami and Texas and even down in Chile, and then another one grew up basically on the streets of San Diego, and somehow their paths have all crossed. And they're in this movie which takes place in Alaska, and they kind of talk about their diverse socioeconomic backgrounds and just how their love of snowboarding has brought them together. So it's kind of a movie with a message, if you will. And it talks a little bit more. It's not just the pow and the pillow lines and the drops. So it's just a different movie, and only something you could find when you're hanging out for days on end with each other and you're having these conversations on,
Right.
by the campfire.
Yes, yes. Well, I'm really excited about this film, and we actually have a look at the trailer. So we're gonna let that roll, and so people can kind of get a little sneak peek of what's coming your way tonight, 7 o'clock at the Vail Performing Arts Center. Tickets for adults are $20 and $15 for students. Let's take a look.
Not every person has the same starting point in life.
I grew up running around barefoot with splinters in my feet, just a wild child.
My parents fell in love with the mountains, and by 12, I'm like, I'm living in the mountains.
It took a lot for me to get to this point where I can live my passion and exist in this space.
You climbing?
It's rad when you have 3 individuals from 3 totally separate worlds end up in the same place. We all share this common passion and love and appreciation for the mountains and snowboarding.
It's easy to get out of your comfort zone out here.
Yeah, definitely that.
I think there's a beauty in what's dangerous. Mountains don't give a what your gender is, what your race is, your culture, what struggles you had. It's not going to have empathy if your skin's darker or not. It's a reality. Oh, cool.
Interesting to get in the mountains with these guys, and it's such a good place to really get to know people, learning about each other's paths, and just a really tight connection.
So difficult to exist because people will always remind me of the color of my skin, no matter what. To everyone, I'm a black snowboarder. Right. I'm not just a snowboarder.
3, 2, 1, Rafa.
It's scary, but it's exciting because it's changing.
Nice work.
Snowboarding is what I had. I belong here, and no one's gonna take that away.
Treat your dog to delicious, nutritious dog food. Specialty items and high-quality gear for dogs who love to get outside and play. Do-it-yourself dog washing and grooming services now available. Mountain Canine, the dog-friendliest shop in the Vail Valley.
A good night's sleep can be harder to achieve at altitude. Altitude Control Technology's whole room oxygenation system scientifically stimulates a lower altitude, no matter how high your mountain home may be. Increased oxygen levels eliminate poor sleep and fatigue and promote more energy, better mood, clarity of mind, and recovery from exercise. Contact Altitude Control Technology for a free consultation and start sleeping better after one night.
See and be seen with the eyepieces of Vail. View our curated collection of the best eyewear from around the world. Find your favorite brands and be introduced to new lines of eyeglasses, sunglasses, and goggles. See in style with prescription services done in-house at Eyepieces of Vail. Schedule time with one of our optometrists or get a comprehensive digital eye exam. Our on-site laboratory allows you to get your prescription done quickly so you can get back out there. Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
Thank you so much to Carrots for a look at this local weather forecast. And by the way, if you are looking for unique gifts for this holiday season, stop into Carrots. They have some beautiful, beautiful options, and they certainly have created some heirlooms for my family, which I'm so grateful for, and just really, really cool what they're able to. It's a working studio gallery, so they actually, make pieces in there as well as represent different artists. So gorgeous, gorgeous shop, and it's located right there, just on the opposite side of the parking structure next to Latour and Vail Village. So let's take a look at that weather today. So today, just kind of cloudy, a little bit warmer than what we saw yesterday. And then tomorrow, we do have a chance for maybe about 1 to 4 inches of snow in Vail. We have this storm system that's just going to kind of clip the northern portion of the state. And then, according to OpenSnow.com, Tuesday and Wednesday of this coming week, we might see some snow, but it's going to split as it moves into Colorado. And basically they're saying that there should be like enough energy and moisture to bring us a few flakes. It could also slow down some travel on Tuesday and Wednesday and the higher mountain passes, but maybe, just maybe, a few inches for Thanksgiving. So here's a look at our outlook currently. And Emma, is this for Vail that we're looking? The extended outlook. Okay, so for today, mostly cloudy, highs in the mid 40s. Tomorrow, a little bit cooler, high of 40. And then as we go into Sunday and Monday, that sunshine returns, getting into the upper 40s once again. And then Tuesday, we start to see things changing in the afternoon. So that's a look at that extended outlook. And currently, just really beautiful out there. Cloudy. You can see that snow in the upper portions of the mountain, nice and dry along I-70. Traffic moving very smoothly. So thank you to Carrots for a look at this local weather forecast on National Play Monopoly Day. So I've got to bring my girl Trisha in for this segment. All right, Trisha, listen. So Emma was nerding out and giving us some pretty good facts about National Play Monopoly Day. So tell me, did I was not aware that we actually had our very own Vail edition. Tell me more about this.
Yes. You know what? This edition came out just a couple years ago, and they do this in many resort towns. Aspen has one, and they sell them. We sell them at the Vail Daily. I think it's $40 per game. I've seen them sold at the Ski Museum, Colorado Snow Sports Museum, Gorsuch Cafe. When we were just in there earlier this week, they have Vail and Aspen right there. But so it's kind of fun to have one that's specialized. And speaking of specialized games, they have done games for Disney, for Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, The Walking Dead. So you can always seem to find something that would be extra special for someone who's a Monopoly game lover. And it's interesting that this game has been around since 1903. Well over 100 years.
Crazy. And so apparently, like, the first version was created by Elizabeth Maggie, who wanted a game to understand tax. Like, how brilliant is that? That's pretty amazing. Oh, am I losing you? Oh, try. Live TV, everybody. Live streaming.
Yeah. So, I know. And then Mr. Monopoly's true name is Rich Uncle Pennybags. Did you know that?
No, I did not. I had no idea. Rich Uncle Pennybags. All right. Yeah.
Well, and then there's also some special games. So, in 1978, Neiman Marcus, the Christmas catalog, offered a chocolate Monopoly game for $600, which is pretty cheap to the one that has diamonds. Did you see this one?
Oh, yes, I did. Okay, so apparently Sydney Maybell had a 23-carat board and a diamond-studded dice, and it cost over $2 million. So that's something you can do with $2 million. I don't know if that's what I would do with $2 million, but
I know. It's a bargain to just get it for $40 at the Vail Daily. So
it's so true.
No, it's fun. And then if you look in the box on the back of it, you know how the game pieces, the top hat and the dog and everything. So they have special game pieces for Vail. And what is it, like a gondola car?
Yeah, gondola. There's a hiking boot, a skier, a Bernese mountain dog, of course. And then there's a bike, and then there's a bass fish.
Well, and you know what? When that came out, Ashley, there was a lot of people like, what? Bass? Like, I think it was supposed to be a trout. Oh. And, they're making these in, someplace other than Eagle County. They don't realize that, the state fish. So it's a bass.
I would not really have known that. But, like looking on the back here, you can see, like there's some really cool icons here, like the Betty Ford Alpine Gardens,
Yeah, what can we buy?
Solaris. Yeah, we could buy
What property
Solaris for
can we buy?
400, Gorsuch for 320, also a bargain, my goodness.
Yeah.
Vail Farmers Market for 300. Very cool. This is fun. The Red Lion for 220. Huh, so affordable.
Bargain.
Yes, amazing.
it.
Well, this is what a good idea for a holiday gift, and how cool that you can get it at the Ski and Snowboard Museum, the Vail Daily. What piece would I be? Oh, 100% the Bernese Mountain Dog. 100%. I'm such a like I'm floofy. Like, I mean, look at this. Come on, right? Like, and also like they're so cute, right? Like, Trisha, what piece would you be? You'd be the bike. I feel like.
Oh yeah, I could be the bike or like the ski boot or something.
I mean, girl was just biking her face off for 9 days in Spain. You're the bike. You're 100% the bike.
Okay, I'll be the bike.
Okay.
I'll be the bike.
I'm curious what our chat has to say about this game.
Yeah. Well,
Scott says, "Open it." Scott, but what if somebody wants to buy this? It's wrapped in plastic. Is that allowed? Am I allowed to do? I don't know. I feel like I need to get permission. Also, Chris Young says, "Hey, a Friday shout out to the Vail Après Ski kickoff event this afternoon from 3 to 5." Oh yeah, awesome, Chris Young.
I'm going.
You are,
I
Trisha.
brought my skis.
Where's it happening?
I brought my skis. We're gonna go up. Some of the Vail Daily editorial. We're gonna go up for a couple runs and then join that Vail Après when they ring the bell at 4 o'clock and everything. So we're gonna
like
check
this,
that out. Hey,
this bell right here.
I want to see if the chat. Yeah, I want to see if the chat like. Oh yeah, cowbell.
That's so. I'm so.
More cowbell.
Wow, that was really loud. Okay, no wonder. Did you get?
I want to know if the chat. Hey, Ashley, ask the chat, or we can ask the chat what their favorite board game was growing up. Because, we had Payday. I don't know if you remember Payday.
Mm-mm.
And then we had, like, the stock market game. We had Risk. When you're trying to overtake countries, we would play Risk. And then I think one of my favorites was Candyland.
Oh,
I played that a lot.
Yes. Yeah, I did
Sorry.
that too.
Do you remember Sorry?
Oh, I remember Sorry, yeah.
I loved playing Life.
Okay.
Did you have the game of Life?
I remember that briefly, but not much detail.
And they had these little cars, and you put your people in them. So what I would do is I had a Hot Wheels and Matchbox car collection. I was kind of a tomboy as a kid, so I would use the Life game board, and then my Hot Wheels would go there. And then where the big spinning wheel was in the middle of the board, then I took that out, and that became a lake. So that was like, oh, should we go to the lake? Okay. That became like a recreational area. So I had a lot of. Oh, another favorite game of mine was Clue.
Oh,
my gosh,
good
did you
time,
ever play
Claire.
Clue?
Yes, that was my favorite. So Claire also says Life and Clue were my favorites. Yeah, 100%. Super into Clue. Diane says Parcheesi, and then yeah, I don't think I've ever played Parcheesi. Maybe Diane, you're gonna have to introduce that to us. And then also Megan says, love losing to my dad at Monopoly. Sorry was my favorite. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I was so bad at board games. Like, we would play with my family, and then I would always feel so bad if anybody was losing. So then, like, I would purposely lose. So I wasn't very good. At them. Oh, Pat says, Trisha rules. Good seeing you the other day. Pat Griffin.
Oh, hi, Pat. Good to see you too. Thank you.
I agree. Trisha does rule. Oh man. So like this is so fun though. Like what a cool idea for holiday gifts. And also Trisha, I love where you're standing right now and Gorsuch's decoration.
Well, okay, I wanted to show you this because we're right in the corner, Ridge Street here, and Gorsuch just has all their holiday decorations up already, and we're seeing a lot of that happening right on the street corners, and the dressing of the windows, because people are going to really start coming to town this weekend, especially because a lot of the kids across the nation have the entire week off of school. I never had that. I think we had a half day on Wednesday, we had Thursday off, and then we had Friday off. Like, I don't know. Kids get different vacations these days. But yeah, so we're going to see a lot more people coming into town for it. And we've got, tree lightings happening at Beaver Creek next Friday. And then Lion's Head is going to have their tree lighting shortly after that. And then we'll move things to Vail Village later in the month of December. So it's time to start decking the halls. I've been trying to think about getting my Christmas tree. I like getting my Christmas trees from a lot of times if school kids are selling them for like a project or a trip. So I did that last year. And, I figure I'm buying one anyway. I might as well have it help someone else out. So if you have an opportunity or you have a neighbor kid that is selling them because they're trying to raise money for a trip or something for their class, that's a good way to do it.
I like that very much. Actually, so I kind of do a little different approach. I bought my permit from the National Forest Service for $10, a limit of 5. But my family, actually, speaking of kids being out of school, I have my family coming into town for Thanksgiving. And so my niece and 2 nephews will be here from Florida, and we are going to go and we are going to cut down a Charlie Brown Christmas tree and benefit the National Forest Service and make an event out of it. So I'm really excited about that. But Trisha, Emma's telling us we're talking too much again. You and I know, right? It just it just keeps happening. Okay, we're gonna let you move to your next location. This one is, I love this shot so much, it's so beautiful. So we'll let you go and let you set up for this next shot. But while we let Trisha move, we should probably scooch her off the screen there, Emma. All right, bye, Trisha. Okay, so we're gonna, because it'd be really awkward if we just went from Trisha there to where we're going to send her next. So Squash Blossom, speaking of great gifts for the holidays, they are a family-owned and operated business. And Hillary and her husband, they not only do they have, beautiful pieces of jewelry, but they also have some really cool accessories. They have these gorgeous hats and clutches over the summertime. But they also, they do so much giving back to the community, especially with COVID going on and when everything was shut down, the things that they came up with they were so unique and they were so community minded. And so I cannot say enough good things about this store. So if you're looking for maybe a little bit of bling this holiday season, or maybe you're looking to just kind of show your gratitude for the holiday season, Squash Blossom is the place to go. And so Trisha and Hillary have more details.
Thanksgiving is coming up, so we're talking gratitude gifts at Squash Blossom. Hillary Magner joins us now, and Hillary, it's such a great holiday, and I think it's just what the theme is today. It's going to really fall into maybe the holiday gift giving too.
Right. Yeah. I mean, this is a special time of the year where I think that everybody's been cooped up inside for 2 years, and we can all see our family and have a meal, and no better way to celebrate with jewels, especially since Hanukkah's starting. And we have the holidays literally right around the corner.
Yeah, just weeks away. So what we want to show you is a few of the gifts with meanings. So tell us about this. Should we start with this one first?
Let's start with this. So these are called the Hope Bracelet. And so it's the hope and strength of your spirit will get us through this challenge or really any challenge. And I started this during COVID. And each bracelet feeds a family for a week for the local Eagle Valley Community Fund, which is our food bank here for people that don't know.
Awesome. So just by buying one of these bracelets, you're helping out.
Right. You're helping our local community. And they're cool. They're all one of a kind. I hand make most of them, if not all, or my other employee makes them. They come with a dram of essential oil, which is doTERRA On Guard, that helps boost your immune system that you put on the black lava.
Okay.
Yeah,
awesome.
so it's a great little gift stocking stuffer too.
All right, hope bracelets. Okay, what about these?
These are really fun. So this is Carolina Bucci. They are called her Lucky Bracelets. So they're all 18 karat gold in silk, which silk is one of the strongest fabrics. So the cool thing about this is you actually put it in your hand. This is peace, luck. So if you want more luck in life, you hold it in your hand, you manifest it, and then you put it on your wrist and tie it.
Oh, cool. Okay, so they have peace and luck, health,
love, wisdom, travel.
Awesome. Okay, so that'd be a fun little gift idea to get someone. And then what about these bracelets?
Yeah, so this is called Love Is Project. They support women artisan in 11 different countries. And so when you buy one of these pieces, you're supporting, Bali, or these are made in Guatemala. We have some that are made in Mexico. Literally all over, and of course they're a fun little gift idea as well. Teacher gifts too, which seem to be all gift giving is around the corner.
Okay, and then these bags are fun. You can see these. That you always have these in stock, and it fits a lot. You can fit up to 100 pounds in there. I've read.
Yeah, it's a global project that you can actually hand custom what you did, and we just kind of wanted to tell everybody worry less, Play
Play
More, and
More.
it supports local artisans as well. too.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, if you want to check out these items, the gratitude gifts, and then don't forget, with the holidays coming up, we do have the wish list. So if you want to try to get some of these, get on this wish list and then tell your loved one what you would like, and then they can pick for you. And there you go.
Oh, one more thing too that we forgot. So today's
yeah.
Today, tomorrow, and Sunday, to support our local community, since Kevin and I are local businesses, we are giving everybody 15% off today, tomorrow, and Sunday, and a free Hope bracelet with purchase.
Okay, so gift with purchase, free Hope bracelet with purchase, 15% off. And locals, keep in mind that they take care of you all year. Usually they give you 10% off, but right now, today, tomorrow, Sunday, you're gonna get 15%.
Yep.
Okay, well, Squash Blossom, they're located just down the street from Pepe's, and of course the corner where Gorsuch is, across from Sweet Basil, open daily. Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, where the locals locker.
Look your best with fashions from the outlets at Silverthorne. Mountains of brands to suit your style with savings up to 70% off every day. Don't forget to pick up a VIP savings card from the Colorado Welcome Center for even more discounts. Become an Elite Rewards member and earn amazing gifts. Outlets at Silverthorne, located 30 minutes east of Vail, exit 205 on I-70.
This weather report is brought to you by Outlets at Silverthorne. Fresh air styles, mountains of brands, elevated savings.
Those elevated savings are no joke. So typically you can go and save 70% off name brands at the outlets. And today I'm checking their website. So J. Crew is doing up to 50% off store-wide. So that ends on Tuesday. $14 and up doorbuster layering sets at Carter's. That ends today. And then the Cosmetics Company store is doing an extra 10% off your entire purchase, and that ends on Sunday. So you can go to outlets@silverthorne.com and find out all their sales that are going on, and make sure to pick up that VIP savings card so you can save even more than you would. But a great day to go over to the outlets. Emma, can we show them the I-70 shot of Vail? So really nice clear conditions out there along I-70. So smooth sailing to get over there. It's only about half an hour from Vail to get over to the outlets. They're right at exit 205. And they sit at a very similar elevation to Vail, because Vail is at 8,100 feet, very similar to Silverthorne. And currently it's 30 degrees, feels like 23. We have a little bit of cloud cover, maybe a little bit of drizzle out there in the upper portions of the mountains. So it's going to be kind of cloudy today, a little bit warmer than what we saw yesterday. And then, according to opensnow.com, our next chance for snow is tomorrow. We could potentially see just like maybe a dusting, couple inches possible for tomorrow. And then they're saying, maybe about 1 to 4. Because this system's kind of clipping the northern portion of the state. And then we could also have some snow over Thanksgiving. But of course, like the stars have to align, and if anything, we might see a few flakes, and it could make some holiday travel a little bit difficult, but we'll have more information as we get a little bit closer to the Thanksgiving holiday. So in the meantime, just know it's cloudy out there, smooth sailing to the outlets at Silverthorne, and then as we get into tomorrow, a little bit of snowfall, and then Sunday and Monday drying out with a lot of sunshine. Now we also, we have some chat going on this morning. I did want to bring in our chat from Facebook really quickly. So Hope Baker says, a big hi from Coronado, California, back in beautiful Vail in a couple weeks. Oh, Hope, we're so excited to have you back in town. I'm curious what you're going to be up to. What are your plans when you come back? Also, Kelly Kemper. Saw Kelly the other day, gorgeous Kelly, and she says Trisha's hair is on point. Honestly, I agree so much with you, Kelly, right? And like the lighting out there with the clouds, like, and her red hat and her, yes, and your gorgeous lips are so on point. Yes, Kelly Kemper, I could not agree more. Trisha's hair is on point this morning. All right, Trisha, listen, we got some more chat too rolling in. Wait, Emma, can you bring that window back so we can see? Diane Ham. So we were talking about, Vail Monopoly. got the game. She says you each have 4 pieces that you need to get around a board and bring them all home. You can send people back to the beginning to start all over, even if they're almost home. It is fun. Diane, thank you for that insight. So anyway, you can pick up the Vail Monopoly at the Ski and Snowboard Museum. And Trisha, how's it looking out there for skiing and snowboarding today? You're there at Gondola 1.
Yes, we are down here at Gondola One. You might be able to hear the snow guns. They're doing some snow making right behind us, the blasting of the snow up right now. And I've seen a few people make it to the slopes. No one was camping out for first chair this morning, but we are, about 40 minutes from the opening. But Ashley, what I thought I would do is just kind of familiarize everyone with what is open today. So I just checked, and we are still at the 2 lifts that are open, Gondola 1, taking you up to Midvale, and then from there you will have Mountaintop Express, and then we have the 3 runs basically. So if we take a look at the trail map, you're going to be taking Gondola 1 up from the base, and then right at Midvale, Mountaintop Express is a 6-person lift, and that takes you up to Patrola headquarters, and that is the highest point, or not quite the highest. Blue Sky Basin is the highest, but it takes you up to 11,250 feet above sea level. From there, you take either Swingsville down, back to Tier 4, or you can go on Ram's Horn back to 4, and then we do have Powerline open for you, so it gives you a couple different ideas of where to go. Now at the end of the day, you will need to download, and that's on Gondola 1, and just a nice ride down. Gondola 1 was our anniversary to ourselves when Vail turned 50. So heated seats, Wi-Fi in the gondola cars. I believe the gondola cars were made in Italy, and they cost a pretty penny. I'm not going to tell you how much they cost, but there's 111 of them. In the nighttime, they go to the gondola barn, which is at the top of the end terminal, right there at Midvale. So you don't notice it down here, but if you ever see the gondola at night, you'll notice, hey, there's no cars on there, and that's why, because they store them, and then each morning they drop them down, and then they're put back on the cable line in no particular order. So it's not like you see gondola car 49, and then you're like, oh, gondola car number 50 is next, and that's extra special because it's the gold car for the golden anniversary of Vail. And Ashley, I don't know if you knew this, but we're almost to our 60th anniversary. It's 59 years this season. So I wonder what they're going to do for the 60th anniversary.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, Vail's looking real good at almost 60. And also, Trisha, I thought, you know what, I'm going to put you on the spot right now, only because you look so dang pretty out there, and that lighting is so perfect, and your lips and your hat match. But can you show people where you're standing?
Oh yeah, well I'm standing on a ledge.
Emma, go full screen.
We'll get the. I'm not doing a very good job with being my own camera person, but Blake, here, back up, Blake. I'm standing on like a planter to show you the map. so we got this. We got your grooming report here, and then we've got the back bowls for you as well. So, and Ashley, you've heard what we're going to do in the back bowls next year. Maybe that's the 60th anniversary present. We're going to be adding a chairlift from the base of chair number 5, High Noon Express, to go up to chairs 7, which is out of Game Creek, and then 3, which is Wildwood Express, and then that's where Wildwood Restaurant is. So that'll be a brand new high-speed quad that'll be coming next season. So very exciting. Oh, there's TK. Hey, what day is it?
Just
Day
take
8.
me out of this.
TK has 8 days out there. Do you want to chat with us?
I'm good.
He's good. He doesn't want to chat in the morning. Okay. Let's get off of this thing.
Okay, have you ever met a more dedicated mountain reporter? Trisha just Vanna Whited that whole thing on the top of a ledge for all of you. And also LP says, great trail report, Trisha. It's super helpful to have the map up close. I agree with you, LP. And again, the lengths that this girl is willing to go to make sure that you have this information. Trisha,
I almost
amazing.
fell off that because, of course I'm wearing clogs, so I have my little clog, and it kind of flipped on the cobblestone. And I was like, whoa. And then I'm wearing Blake's glove because I don't have my gloves. You know, you don't really have time to put your gloves on.
No.
Ken Hovey forgot his gloves yesterday. I just chose not to bring mine because I'm always fiddling with, you know, my phone or fiddling with something. So, but yeah, definitely wear gloves out there. Bring your helmet, put everything in the car, do a little checklist because Ashley, do you ever get here and then your ski boots aren't in the car? Or how about the poles?
Yep, that's
Poles are
definitely
okay.
happened. Yeah, but the
You can go without
those
poles.
boots
You
are
can't go
essential
without
though.
poles.
Definitely
Yeah.
essential. Okay, listen, Trisha. All right, I just honestly, I like you and the links you go to for your segments are amazing. Okay, now listen, I wanted to. Emma, do we have time for the magic or should we go? Okay. So Meredith had a chance to go over to get a little preview of the Magic of Lights in Vail last night. And I know that this is also one of your picks for this weekend. So why would you recommend that people go, that they get their tickets before we take a little look at this preview?
Oh, you know what? This is a great addition. This was an idea that came kind of out of the pandemic and COVID and trying to find more things for people to do. It's outdoors and it's utilizing a place in Vail Village that is never really seen in the wintertime. Betty Ford, Alpine Gardens, Ford Park area. So what a great way to really introduce people to that bar area if they've never been there in the summer. And then also just with the steps and the sidewalks and everything that was already there, they're able to just illuminate it with 500,000 LED lights and all sorts of different shapes and sizes and music. And they're going to have like ice carvings and live music. They've got drinks. So they got hot drinks, cold drinks, alcoholic drinks, non-alcoholic drinks. New this year, a playground that the kids can kind of play in. So it's really wonderful. And you need to get tickets for this. It's a ticketed event. And it starts at 5 each night. And we're going to have it all the way through January 2nd. So Ashley, for when your family comes to town, this could be another good idea to do. You can kind of do it maybe before or after dinner. You could come after skiing to switch out into some more comfortable, warm snow boots, and then see the Magic of Lights Vail.
I think that's such a good idea. All right, Trisha, let's take a look at what Meredith captured last night at this little preview for the Magic of Lights in Vail.
Hey there, we're here at Eyepieces and we are joined with Tyler Moore, who does the picking and buying for these stores. And so we're going to do this little segment today called Tyler's Picks. And he's picked some incredible goggles out. And it's that time of year where we are getting the best ski gear, ski apparel, ski equipment we can. So Tyler, give us the full details.
For sure. We have a great assortment of goggles here at Eyepieces. As you can see on the wall behind me, there's a million options almost. But we like to have fun with that. We provide some of the best goggles in the industry, and we are extremely selective in what we actually bring into the stores. I mean, that being said, I have a nice little assortment of some of our favorites here from Smith, Anon, Oakley, Zeal, and there's even more behind me too, but these are just some of the kind of quick picks, as you're saying. Starting out here, our favorite and probably one of our most popular goggles would be the Anon M4. This is a great system. Comes with its own face mask that magnetically integrates into the goggle, as well as if you're tired of changing your lenses and it's a hard process, Anon makes it easy. Everything is magnetic. Comes with
gorgeous.
2 lenses. It is just an amazingly brilliantly designed goggle.
Wow.
M4 is a great one for a lot of the fellas out there. For the ladies, there is a great women's specific. This is the WM1. Again, you get all the same benefits here of the magnetic system. These face masks are the best on a cold day.
And in this time where we're bundling up and covering up.
Yep. Yeah, and wherever you need face masks, this is a great way to easily have it up or down. But Anon's definitely going to be my fastest growing company right now.
You could also buy a separate lens, keep the same frame, and change out the lenses.
Correct. Yeah, we do carry stock lenses for all these. So if you want a different lens with this thing, it's something we can kind of customize for you as well. And then one that we're really excited for this year too, Zeal started coming out with some wonderful colors, a few different new models. This is the new Lookout. It uses their rail lock system. So again, magnets, everything's so much easier. The industry has come so far. It's been great to see.
That's incredible. And I've never seen like a bright yellow goggle like that. That's so unique. Man, and you can also make these prescription, is that correct?
Correct. Everything you see in front of us, we can make into a prescription goggle for you. And typically, as long as your prescription isn't too bad, within a day or so.
Wow. Well, come in the store and check out for yourself. It's so different to see and hold. Try it on and feel it out. There's such a wide variety. So come check out Eyepieces of Vail.
Bright Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Okay, so we have a little chat to get to first thing this morning. John Bonner was saying, we were talking about, again, here, let me grab my little piece here, the Vail Monopoly game that you can get over at the Ski and Snowboard Museum for $40 or here at the Vail Daily. But John was saying that he enjoyed Monopoly and Risk. And then also over on the Vail Daily page, I'm trying to, we have our comments coming in from a couple different sources, so I'm trying to get to all of them here this morning. And then, so Lourdes says, Buenos dias, good morning. So happy to have you here with us, Lourdes. And then also, so a while back we were talking about Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, which, if you haven't been in, they have delicious local products. And I was talking about my disgusting Diet Coke habit that I used to just drink Diet Coke as my caffeine in the morning. And then it wasn't until I had loose leaf tea introduced to me that I switched over to tea and coffee. So Diane was saying that she used to work at a tea shop. And, oh shoot, Emma, can you minimize that? So she said loose leaf tea is the only way to go, right? It's so much more flavorful than what you get out of tea bags. So then Megan was just saying, Diane, what's your favorite tea from Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, and which one is a must order? Yes, Diane, I'm very curious which one you would recommend. I know, for instance, Megan, they have their London Fog on the menu, so you can get, it's like an Earl Grey tea, and then you have some steamed for me, it's almond milk, and it's so good. But Diane, I'm curious about what your favorite tea is as well. Okay, now when it comes to favorite goggles, thank you, Trisha Swenson, for helping me shop while I'm at work. So this is my pick for the season. So these are the Anon M2, and Tyler was just talking about this, and the reason why I love these so much is because, well, first of all, it's Anon, so it's part of Burton, and Burton, ladies, if you haven't seen their bibs, they are so cute. They're like the most flattering bibs that I've found for being on the snow, and my bibs happen to match these goggles perfectly. So that's why I feel like I need these goggles for this season. But also why I need these goggles is because I don't have one of these magnetic little like face shields yet. They have the buff, right? Which I always wear anyway. Like I'm such a baby about having my face being cold out on the mountain. So when you have this magnetic situation here, you can also see how, they've kind of upgraded it so that you can breathe and you have some breathable fabric right where your nose and mouth are, so it's not gonna freeze up and have like that scratchiness on your face. But look at how easily, it just like it pops right in there, and it just provides that seamless fit, so you don't have to like shove it underneath your goggles and you have like the exposed part on your cheek over here. And then also, their lenses are so easy to change out, so depending on the conditions, like if I can do this while we're live, it's actually like that easy. But so, for depending on the conditions, like on a cloudier day like today, like these lenses would be perfect, and you just pop them right in there, and it's magnetic. It's so easy. So Tyler's so right. It's come so far from the technology, from when I first moved out here and was out there snowboarding with my like very flat old Smiths, and now like the way that they've created these new designs, it's amazing. So from Anon to Smith to Zeal, like he was mentioning, you can find everything that you need for the slopes at Eyepieces of Vail. They have 7 locations: Vail, Edwards, Beaver Creek, even over in Snowmass, and they have 30 years of experience behind them, so that they are so good at what they do. All right, we're going to set these off to the side, WM1, and then let's see. Oh, Diane is saying she hasn't been to Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea in a little while, but her favorite tea is the Jasmine Pearls. Oh, interesting. Okay, I might have to try that one. Well, thank you, Diane, and also Megan and all of our chatters out there this morning. Let's check it back in with Trisha one more time before we close things out. I tell you what, Trisha Swenson, it's 8:39. We talk way too much.
We love it. I know.
We
Maybe
love
we
it.
talked too long during the Monopoly game or whatever. But you know what? Actually, we're seeing more people. Just all the ski patrollers are kind of going through the employee lane right now. I just saw David and Madeline, who we talked to on Wednesday.
Yes, love
they were
them.
Back off. They're the couple that the husband said, I do everything. I walk the dogs. I make the smoothie. I get everything. And all Madeline has to do is get her gear on. And so I asked her, I said, did he make the smoothie? And he said, yes. So they're in line now. A few regulars that I've seen the last week, because now we've been open a week, are up there. Oh, yeah, hi. Yes, but people are coming up. I can feel it that it's a little more, hey, here comes ski and snowboard school. We got everybody coming back. So it's, I think we're going to have a busier weekend. And that's one thing to consider is, there is basically the gondola and lift 4. So the lines might be a little bit longer than what we've seen. I was skiing last Sunday, really no lines at all. So, but as we get more towards the holidays and more people come to town, those lines might be a little bit longer. But really, we're just so excited to be open. Let's be thankful for that. We're open.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's open. We're starting to see the decorations come out. The magic of lights is so beautiful. I love this time of year so much. I really, really do. But Trisha, thank you for all of the sights and the sounds from Vail Village and your trail map reporting from ledges. I just taking it to a new level, literally each and every morning here on Vail Daily Live. Love you so much.
It's my green screen. Having that trail map behind me.
You're the prettiest Vanna White trail map girl I've ever seen in my life. I'm so excited to look forward to more of that reporting coming up. Well, Trisha, have an amazing Friday. Thank you so much for all of just I really like. It makes me so jealous to see you out there. I love seeing it. And tell hello to Madeline and the whole crew out there for me. But we'll send you on your way. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful Friday. And I'll see you when you get back here to the studio. But for the rest of our crew on chat, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you so much for adding to the conversation. Seriously, you have no idea. It is so incredibly appreciated, and it really is the coolest part about this show is that we really get to talk to you as we're live. So thank you for participating. We love it so much. Okay. I think we're about to close things up here and send you on your way for your Friday, but we'll be back live at 7:30 tomorrow morning with another edition of Vail Daily Live. Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait, last minute. All right, so Diane's saying we live on the Front Range. We need to get back up to Vail. Yes, you do, Diane. We would love to see you back up here, and I would love to know more about how you like to spend your time up here. Obviously, you're a loose leaf tea fan. I'm gonna have to try the Jasmine Pearls. I've never tried that one, so I'll have to check that out. All right. Okay. Also, Emma, I was just Kelly Kemper was saying how Trisha's hair is so beautiful. Kelly Kemper was the one that was telling me that Emma should be on the show a little bit more. When I saw her the other day, Emma, I think we should close out with a little waving shot from you, girl.
Oh, my camera looks bad, but hold on.
Oh, she's gonna do it. Wait for it. Wait for it. A little wave from Emma.
There we go.
Oh, all right. Okay. Bye from Emma. Bye from all of us here on this gorgeous Friday in Vail. We'll see you back here live at 7:30 tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
Vail Daily Live is here. Vail Daily Live is now.
It's winter and we are back.
Snow reports.
Grooming updates.
Road reports.
Party info.
Food and fun.
Want to know where to get the best deals?
We are your concierge of the Vail Valley.
VDL streams everywhere.
On the mountain, off the mountain.
On every screen.
On Facebook, YouTube.
On Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Spotify.
And now, we're on Outside TV 17.
Live and on demand 7 days a week, starting at 7:30 a.m.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Live.
We are VDL.
VDL.
We are VDL.